Hello, welcome to Basic Photography 101. This photo tip demonstration is about understanding depth of field and the Sunny 16 rule. My model for today's shoot is my friend Kelly and fellow photographer. I'm going to be photographing Kelly with my Nikon mounted on a tripod, so the only thing that will change is the exposure and the depth of field as I open up the iris for each photograph. I have positioned Kelly here by the pool in a lounge chair with the other chairs in the background, so as I open up the iris from one photo to another, the background will go out of focus. If you're not familiar with the Sunny 16 rule, I'll give you a brief description without going into a lot of detail. More detail about the Sunny 16 rule is in my video presentation. Basically, the Sunny 16 rule means that whatever your ISO setting is, that is your shutter speed at f/16. So if your ISO was set at 200, your shutter speed would be 200 at f/16. If your ISO was set at 400, your shutter speed would be 400 at f/16. But you don't always want to shoot at f/16. As you can see on the chart on the screen, at ISO 100, as you go down the f-stops from f/22 to f/2.8, you double the shutter speed. My ISO is set at 100, so my first shot will be at f/22 at 1/50th of a second. That will give us a deep depth of field. Opening up the lens one f-stop to f/16, the shutter speed is 1/100th. At f/11, the shutter speed is 200. At f/8, the shutter speed is 400. At 5.6, the shutter speed is 800. At f/4, the shutter speed is 1600. And last, at f/2.8, the shutter speed is 3200. As I opened up the lens with each f-stop, the depth of field got shallower and shallower, as you can see, comparing the f/22 photo with the f/2.8 photo. Now if I zoom in to a higher focal length, such as 200 millimeter, the results are even more pronounced. Zooming back to 80 millimeter and changing the f-stops as before, the depth of field is not as shallow. Depth of field is only one of the topics discussed in my 46-minute HD video presentation, Basic Photography 101, which teaches, explains, and illustrates the basic principles of photography that every serious photographer should know and understand. If you're really interested in becoming a better photographer, let's go back to the studio and I'll tell you how you can get your copy of the video presentation. Here are a few clips from the video.
Basic Photography 101 is for the beginner and anyone who wants to know how to take better photos. The purpose of this video is to help you understand the basic principles of photography: exposure, depth of field, and composition. We'll discuss light, ISO settings, aperture, shutter speed, and other photography terms, making them simple to understand and apply. Aperture is the f-stop setting on the lens or an internal setting on a digital camera. It refers to the iris or lens opening. A small lens opening, such as f/16 or f/22, lets in less light than an f-stop set at f/4. The ISO setting is important to understand, as well as the terms f-stop, shutter speed, and white balance. By understanding the basic principles of photography, you take control of your camera to get the shots you want and not the shots the camera gives you.
I wish a video like this had been available when I was learning photography 40 years ago. I guarantee you, if you get the video you will learn and understand the basic principles of photography that will make you a better photographer. To purchase the video, go to my website at www.csphotovideo.com or click on the link below in the description area. You have 3 options for getting the video. The Blu-ray version, high definition video, is only $29.99. The standard definition DVD version is only $24.99. Or you can download the video for only $19.99. Here on YouTube, I hope you like my presentation and subscribe to my channel for more tips on photography. I also plan to produce more how-to videos on different subjects of photography. Most creative photographers see an image up here before they see the image in the viewfinder. When you know and understand the basic principles of photography, you can create that image in the camera. Thank you. Good luck. Good shooting.